I believe, which has to be supported. There was a mention of liberating all the hostages that Hamas is keeping, as well as liberating a lot of Palestinians from the Israeli prisons. The creation of a Palestinian state is the key to resolution as a whole. Thank you very much for the opportunity, Mr. President, and I thank Valvire as well. This excellent conference. We are all saddened because during the last 2 years, we've seen genocide in Gaza and the pain and suffering of women and children being torn apart day and night. Recently, we saw President Trump give a peace proposal that looked more like a submission and capitulation, and especially introducing someone like Blair with his history is himself to injury. I was wondering, what do you think the Russian Federation can do to bring an end to this misery, which has really darkened the days of everyone? Thank you. This is reaching in Gaza. It's truly a horrific event in the modern history of humanity. And it's even known how the Western-oriented UN General Secretary Guterres said that it has turned into the largest children's cemetery in the world. What could be more tragic or sadder? As for the President Trump's proposal on Gaza, perhaps it would be surprising, but Russia is ready to support it. Of course, after taking a detailed look at this proposal, if it leads to the final goal we have continuously spoken about, Russia has continuously, since 1948 and then 1974, when the subsequent resolution of the UN Security Council was introduced, advocated for the creation of 2 states, of Israel and Palestine. That is the key to the final resolution of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. And it's true, I haven't taken a close look at this proposal just yet, but I believe is proposed to create an international body that would govern for a certain time of Palestine or the Gaza band. And Mr. Blair should be at the head of it. He's quite known to be a peacekeeper. I personally know him. I've visited his home. I slept over there. We drank coffee in pajamas in the morning together. Was the coffee good? Yes. Quite decent. You see, he has his own opinions, but he's an experienced politician. And overall, if you direct his action in the peaceful track, his experience, his knowledge, he could play a positive role. Of course, there are certain questions. How long this international administration would be in power? And then how and who will transfer this power? There is a mention of transfer of power to the Palestinian administration. In my opinion, everything should be handed over to President Abbas and the current administration of Palestine. Perhaps it could be an issue trying to solve security concerns, but as far as I understand from the colleagues who spoke to me about it today, there is a possibility of transfer of control over the Gaza band to the local militia in order to ensure security. Is that really such a bad idea? I believe that is good. We just have to understand how long international administration will reign there. What is the time frame previewed in order to pass over this civilian power, as well as any security issues? And what is especially important, I believe, which has to be supported. There was a mention of liberating all the hostages that Hamas is keeping, as well as liberating a lot of Palestinians from the Israeli prisons. Here we have to understand how many Palestinians can be released at what time frame, and especially what is especially important, what is Palestine's opinion on that, as well as the countries of that region, a whole Islamic world in Palestine, Palestinian people, and of course I mean Hamas. There are different approaches and opinions about Hamas. We have our own opinion, but we have contact with them. And it's important for us that Hamas support that idea as well. And the Palestinian administration has to support that as well. These are all the matters that require substantive, detailed research and work. Overall, if we manage to make it happen, this will be a significant step forward towards resolving this conflict. But in our opinion, I would like to reiterate, any substantive decision can be made with the creation of Palestinian state. And Israel's approach is also very important. We're not aware of it yet. What's their take on it? I'm not aware of any public statements, but it's not just about their public statements, but at the core, what is Israel's take on it? Will they be ready to comply with what's been proposed by the US president? There are a lot of matters to take into account. But overall, if all the things that I've mentioned can happen, it will be a breakthrough that could be quite positive. Want me to repeat for the third time, the creation of a Palestinian state is the key to resolution as a whole. But I'm not surprised a couple of weeks ago when one ally of the US, Israel, attacked another ally of the US, Qatar. I was surprised. What about the reaction, or the absence of reaction of the US?